Yo, what's up, guys?
Oh,
So right off the back, I look like a bum. I haven't really slept much. I stood up for
6 feet.
I stood up for a while. I was watching Neo and Neo Day. For my Neo followers, yo, Neo is the shit. If you guys haven't looked up what Neo is, you gotta start researching it. But anyways, we're gonna talk about Bitcoin. This is Bitcoin part 2. And so yeah. Yay, we have Bitcoin part 2. So Bitcoin currently is at 40,000, topping off 41,000. But these are just best practices on what we as a team are gonna go ahead and do moving forward. So So at the time of this recording, Bitcoin has surpassed $29,000, and what Bitcoin is essentially an electronic currency. There's no third-party involvement whatsoever. It's decentralized, meaning there's no single entity that issues Bitcoin or has any involvement when it comes to processing its transactions. It's just a peer-to-peer currency. Now what happens is there's a bunch of computers all over the world using mathematical functions to verify each and every transaction that later gets added to a huge universal permanent list of transactions, which is called the blockchain. Now this is a very secure record of who owns what. All right, Manny.
We're talking about Bitcoin.
Talk about mining. Talk about mining.
Yeah.
Because we touched upon Bitcoin in our previous video. What's mining? Talk about the mining process.
Well, before we talk about mining, do you know what the blockchain is?
Yeah, the blockchain is basically just a bunch of computers everywhere.
Yeah, so that's basically mining. I didn't know this till like that 2015. That's when I learned about it. So it's pretty much you let your computer be, or you download a program that starts mining. Well, not mining, but it starts calculating these numbers, and you're part of the blockchain, basically.
These algorithms. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I think it just verifies code or something like that.
So I've heard a lot of stuff about, I guess, it using a lot of power.
Yeah, it takes up all your RAM. Like, it's not for people who have like daily computers or laptops. No. Like if it's you have a spare computer, and you're willing to, you have internet that you're not using, I would go ahead and like make that computer run that program. But don't you think it's too volatile? Is that the word? Like it changes too much?
It has. So a great question that actually got brought up by Manny during this discussion was, why so much volatility when it comes to Bitcoin? And that's very important, and it's super true. There has been a lot of volatility. There's been the ups and downs. I think it was, the 2015 period, and then all of a sudden it started coming back up. Now, this is a good thing, but at the same time, it can be a bad thing. And I say that because if you can't stomach volatility and the ups and downs of the price changes is something that kind of gets you scared, then by all means, this investment is not for you. But it's a good thing because it allows us opportunities to go ahead and buy at a better price. Now, like we've discussed previously, this is solely based off of our opinions, but at the same time, let's take a look at these big institutes. We got JP Morgan, who all of a sudden is now starting to eat their own words. All of a sudden Visa, Coinbase, and just so many other platforms are allowing usage of Bitcoin and just cryptocurrencies in general. The hype is just going up and up and up and up and up and up. So just based off of all that information, new or big investment firms not wanting to go ahead and sell any of their Bitcoin, but buying more, and at the same time, new stimulus on the way with the new presidency, I foresee Bitcoin continuing to go ahead and rise. Remember, guys, a lot of investors are trying to use Bitcoin to hedge against inflation. Now, with more stimulus, what do you think is going to happen to inflation? Exactly. Yo, so subscribe, like, share. Other than that, peace.
to find.